Kelly and I am going. This is my first Chevron Dello, a video that the headlines have erupted. This time it's not about the ice but heartbreak. Lisa Kelly, the fearless face of ice road truckers, is at the center of a shocking tragedy. Fans are stunned, unsure how someone so admired could be linked to such devastating news. Whispers from past conflicts to hidden truths were suddenly exposed. As the dust settles, the question remains, what happened to the woman who conquered frozen frontiers? Let's uncover the emotional story behind Lisa Kelly's fall in the moment that brought her world crashing down. Ice trucker history. Here's the ice. Damn it. The odds remained unchanged. Since Lisa Kelly starred on the history reality television series Ice Road Truckers as the first female cast member. It seemed more like she brought a new charisma to the scene and audiences wouldn't let her be, but became fond of her persona and impressive moves. With the advent of new episodes, everyone craved and yearned for her presentations. And amazingly, she didn't disappoint. But just as everyone sang her praises indefinitely, she was struck with a heartbreaking tragedy that left many stunned, willing to dig deep into the root cause of it all. With the passing of each new day, viewers' fears intensified, lingering on the fact that they may never see Lisa again. Not after she had left a mark in the hearts of everyone. Many hoped she would later address the alleged rumors. However, days turned to weeks turned to months, but still no glimmer of light from the famous television star sufficed. Instead, so much confusion spiraled around the media space. Was it true at last? Were the fears of fans confirmed? Let's do a bit of research to know more about the matter. Lisa's early life. Being on ice truckers and how did it take your life? Gosh, being on ice truckers. Lisa Kelly, the famous Ice Lisa's early life trucker, was initially born in the Grand Rapids area of Michigan, where she enjoyed the first few years of her arrival on Earth. She bonded with the environs, loving every bit of nature until she moved away from the neighborhood. At age 6, she moved to Sterling with her family. As a kid, she fell in love with her new environment and forgot the memories of her former abode. Both of Lisa's parents were professionals in the medical field, one a nurse and the other a dental hygienist. It was clear that both had a passion for medicine and wanted every one of their children to follow in their footsteps. They began to drum it into their children's ears from a tender age. With Lisa herself not exempted from that pursuit, sooner than later, it dawned on the parents that Lisa wasn't passionate about becoming a medical professional, but somewhat interested in something they had thought to be abstract. She was interested in driving, not just on the periphery but truck driving, which seemed rare even for a woman. However, she didn't let that deter her passion. She was burning with zeal until her desires came to pass. Although she returned to Grand Rapids College, attending Cornerstone University for one semester, she remained focused on her goal even after dropping out. She would later go on to say that medicine was not her thing, and from a tender age, she was lost in the arms of driving. Just as the day broke, her passion for truck driving skyrocketed, and anything outside that for her was already dead on arrival. Becoming a truck driver was a lifeline she could risk it all for. Although Lisa knew the path she wanted to follow, it didn't stop her from taking art lessons and learning to play the piano. In no distant time, Lisa became skilled in playing the piano, but she still hadn't forgotten her first love of truck driving, career, and breakthrough into truck driving. Here, first love of truck driving with my friends, and we're getting ready to do a video shoot for Big Road. Before becoming an ice road truck driver, Kelly worked in various fields while aiming to make a living for herself. She worked as a school bus driver and motocross rider when she began working as a school driver. She was loved by students and everyone who came in contact with her, but she never shelved the passion she had carried for a long time. Although her career as a motocross rider was brief, she had a significant impact on the people she met during that brief journey. From there, she moved to a pizza company where she was solely responsible for pizza delivery. When asked once how she first started a career in the professional truck driving industry, she asserted that her pizza job opened the door for what she is today. My career kind of found its way to me. I started delivering pizza and found out I love not working in the same building, but rather getting out and driving around. She also worked at gas stations to keep the gears rolling while looking for an opportunity to land her dream job. Not too long after, she became a state freestyle motocross champion. She competed in many freestyle motocross events, leaving a mark that her relevance would not end anytime soon. By this time, it was obvious that she had a passion for various adrenaline-fueled activities, truck driving the chief. After frolicking in so many ventures, she resolved that it was high time she gave room for the passion in her to find expression. She chose to settle on a long-term career at the expense of all other aspirations. Within the twinkle of an eye, the opportunity came knocking on her door much more than she imagined. But before then, she trained as a trucker not just because it was interesting, but because her dreams would come to pass through that avenue. She began a studious journey as a truck driver in turn, and before anyone could say jack, she was unleashing her potential. She eventually got her truck driving license in her early 20s, hoping luck would shine on her quickly. Subsequently, she got a job driving for Carly Transportation, an Alaskan haulage company. Things were falling into place so quickly that she had thought, noting that the universe was favoring her beyond her current status. It was not as easy as she thought, but she took it up, hoping to fit in for the long run. Venting her frustration at the first instance, she had something to say while trying to find her way. Being a woman, this was a difficult achievement. I had to work twice as hard. I had to pull my weight and everybody else's and finish the job quickly. This became her slogan. And whenever the most hectic trial hit her, she chanted these words for inspiration. After pulling through the ashes of her newfound job, she began to drive minivans, quickly putting what she had learned into practice. Soon after, she also started to drive trucks because she had gained experience through her tireless practice in the cold and scorching sun. Not long after she began working as a staff member at Carly Transportation, she ticked her long-awaited dream off her bucket list of desires. As far as she was concerned, nothing else mattered more than swimming in the tides of this fulfilled dream. As time passed, Lisa kept reinventing ways to improve her skills and stay relevant in the trucking industry. Driving huge trucks and hauling big loads on the notorious Dalton Highway became second nature to her, and she no longer complained that it was taking a toll on her system. The dangerous job fit her personality, and just by staring at her, you could see the title of truck driver written all over her face. For that singular reason, she was nicknamed Adrenaline Junkie. And she maintained that title for many years after her first reception, Ice Trucking Dominance. Welcome back to my video series. I'm getting ready to hit the road. A few ice road truckers years later, after Lisa Kelly got employed by Carly, another huge opportunity came knocking on her door, and she dared not say no. Later, it became the platform that made her go viral worldwide, as she is known today. The History Channel reality TV show Ice Road Truckers opened an opportunity as they were looking for a female truck driver at the time. Poised with optimism, Lisa applied, and just as she had envisioned, her application passed with flying colors. Without further ado, she was gainfully employed. And by the show's third season, she was already a starter. Kelly's first appearance on the channel's Ice Road Truckers show was in 2009 when she starred as the only woman. Making her mark this season, she was granted a warm hand of reception as fans were greatly impressed by what they saw. Her reign in the show didn't end here. From season 3 up until season 5, Lisa was the only female trucker until Maya Spare joined her in season 5. Everything was adding up for Lisa, and she was surely having a good time with each passing day. But after 2 seasons in the show, when she had gained momentum, Lisa would take a break from the show during season 6. This recent development felt off already, and many wondered why she was taking a break too soon. Nevertheless, she still took the break, stating that her reasons for it were personal. No one could question her decision, but they only hoped she would return sooner than expected. Amazingly, she returned as passionate and brave as ever, and was finally joined by another female in season 10. Upon returning to the show, she became, as always, the highlight of the season. This time she worked alongside 22-year-old Stephanie Custance. And for the nth time, a woman-to-woman combination brought life to the show in unimaginable ways. Nothing could be seconded for Lisa's courage and fearlessness. And looking back, she was always the star of the moment. Even though she never hid her weaknesses during Ice Road Truckers, stating that she had a lot to learn in hauling huge loads along some of the most dangerous roads in Alaska, Lisa was someone everybody wanted to identify with. Over the period in which Lisa Kelly began starring in Ice Road Truckers, her fan base grew massively, and by season 11, she was already counting numbers in an increased fan base. This was just the beginning of an ever-increasing glory, as Lisa would never slow down the pace she was moving with. Her fame spread abroad, and within the next few months, Lisa would star in a series that changed her life completely. She was cast in the Ice Road Trucker spin-off show, The Deadliest Roads. At first, many frowned at the producers, but contrary to their thoughts, she surpassed all odds doing the unimaginable. During this time of filming, Lisa repeatedly proved the viewers wrong by driving in the most difficult conditions. She moved some of the most challenging large trucks and was expected to pull through amidst the dangerous terrain she was already traversing. On countless occasions, she was seen driving her trucks along some of the deadliest roads in the world, including mountain passes with sheer drops. To everyone's surprise, Lisa went through it all without facing any challenge that bent her backward. When asked how she managed to pull through despite the devastating odds, she gave a tip just in case anyone dared to try it. "I think you have to be a person who enjoys challenges. Skills are learned by making mistakes and trying new things to see what works. I think you have to have a spirit of learning to overcome new things. Mostly I love the feeling of accomplishment of being able to overcome challenges and to top it off. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I want to empower everyone to live their dreams." She says, "My motto has become, if you work hard and make the appropriate sacrifices, you can live your dreams. I'm not saying don't ever quit, because I've tried other careers and didn't like them. Then I found what I liked and went for it with everything I had." Lisa was so good at what she did that at one stage she was driving her truck at 13,000 feet through the Himalayas. A benchmark many truckers dare not try because of the risk involved. This she did without blinking an eye. No wonder she was named a motocross champion. The producers described the condition Lisa drove through as a death trap, and many drivers quit the expedition before reaching their destination. Later, Lisa partnered with fellow trucker Daryl Ward and began a hauling company together. The company flourished in unimaginable ways for a while until the unexpected happened. On August 28, 2016, Daryl Ward, the co-founder, died in a plane crash near Rock Creek, Montana. This tragic event shook the trucking community and jeopardized the future of their joint venture. Daryl's untimely death left a complex void both personally for Lisa and professionally for the fledgling company. Daryl Ward's passing had a profound impact on the trucking venture. As a co-founder and central figure, his absence was deeply felt. The loss of his expertise, charisma, and leadership was a significant blow to the company's prospects. Lisa Kelly, while resilient, faced the daunting task of carrying the torch forward without her partner. The trucking community rallied around Lisa, offering support and encouragement during this difficult time. Despite the overwhelming grief, Lisa decided to press on, honoring Daryl's legacy by continuing to pursue their shared dream. This decision demonstrated her unwavering strength and dedication to the trucking industry. After Daryl's death, Lisa Kelly tried to keep the company afloat. She leveraged her connections in the trucking community and her reputation from Ice Road Truckers to attract clients and secure contracts. Her determination to make the venture successful was evident in her commitment to maintaining the high standards they had envisioned. Lisa's ability to adapt and innovate was crucial in navigating the challenges that arose. She focused on building a team that shared her vision and values, ensuring the company operated with integrity and professionalism. Her leadership was instrumental in keeping the business alive during these trying times. Despite Lisa Kelly's efforts, the trucking company faced an uphill battle. The combination of industry challenges and the loss of Daryl Ward made it difficult to realize the original vision. Over time, the company struggled to maintain the momentum needed to thrive in a competitive market. As of now, the details about the exact status of the trucking company remain sparse. Lisa Kelly has continued to work in the trucking industry, participating in various projects and television appearances. Her passion for trucking remains undiminished, even as the dream of the joint venture has faced significant setbacks. Personal life. Hi, I'm Lisa Kelly. Welcome back to my video series. So I'm not driving today. So, Not much has been revealed about Love Life Kelly's personal life, as she has always advocated keeping certain matters private. However, the little that is known shows that she is married to Travis Kelly. Their love life proves that you can meet your spouse anywhere. And if your heart's in it, take a step further without mincing words. As an avid dirt biker, Kelly met her future husband, Travis Kelly, while buying a Kawasaki 125 motorcycle in 2004. From the first day they met, a spark was created in their hearts, and an immediate connection enshrined in love brought them closer to the point that they fell head over heels for each other. They began dating, and after 4 years of a love affair, they tied the knot in 2008. Travis is a full Aleut native Alaskan who loves bikes and formerly worked as a bike mechanic before settling as a plumber after marrying Lisa. Lisa Kelly shares her home in Wasilla, Alaska with her husband. Though they currently have no children, they have one of the most perfect relationships anyone can think of. In one of her interviews, she expressed how much she is grateful as a person for crossing paths with Travis. I have an understanding husband, and I am grateful for every step we have taken so far as lovers. Lisa also enjoys dirt bikes, horse riding, snowboarding, skydiving, and hang gliding in her spare time. It's safe to say she enjoys living on the edge. And for a long time, this has been a culture that rekindles her spirit. She is also a big animal lover. She owns a miniature horse named Rocky and a cat named Tansy. While on Deadliest Roads, she even brought a puppy named Ramper Jackson for the ride. After the show finished, one of the producers happily took the puppy home. Her love for animals knows no bounds. Recently, she has ventured into rescuing horses and training them to become part of her family. Unforeseen tragedy. Training horses. Tragedy for a while now. Several rumors of a heartbreaking tragedy have wrecked the life of ice trucker star Lisa Kelly. While many expressed their reservations about it, others couldn't fathom what was happening, and all efforts to wrap their heads around the scene seemed unfeasible. How did it all begin? Right from the early stage of Lisa's career, her life has always been plagued with struggles. From searching for jobs to fighting her way to the top, she has always maintained the stance of a fighter. However, the storm that hit her this time didn't leave her with much time to face it head-on. In 2012, rumors circulated through the media that Lisa Kelly, the famous ice road trucker, had passed away. Shocking as it was, the news spread quickly around the globe, and before she could know it, an obituary was attached to her picture in the media. The internet went ablaze with fans expressing their faint emotions and love for the ice road trucker star. For many, it was a nightmare. For others, it remained unconfirmed news. The suspense intensified with each passing day, and no formal statement from her family. All kinds of thoughts and questions spiraled through the minds of positive spectators, hoping the whole saga was a prank. They held on to their hopes, and fortunately their fears were confirmed. It was a case of mistaken identity. Lisa Kelly, the ice road trucker, was mistaken for Lisa Robin Kelly, the American actress best known as Lori Foreman on the TV series That 7S Show. At the time she had passed away, and without fact-checking, an unknown critic proposed a narrative aimed at wrecking Lisa Kelly's reputation. On hearing that the whole rumor was not genuine news, fans couldn't contain their joy, but went along expressing how grateful they were. Though Lisa Kelly didn't make any formal statement concerning this, it created unnecessary debate around her blossoming career. Not long after Lisa's name was in the news for something she knew nothing about. A shocking incident in the ice road trucking scene almost paralyzed her. It was the most terrifying near-death experience. How she managed to pull through remains a mystery to fans, viewers of the show, and even online critics. Season 3 of the Ice Road Trucker show began enthusiastically, and the producers' expectations increased. Fans were also expecting the best from the stars who had long taken it upon themselves to make the show enjoyable. The expectations were intense, and everyone was waiting to see their favorite star. Lisa Kelly, as usual, took center stage, poised to unravel the mysteries surrounding the reason she is called the Road Lord. However, while she was enthusiastic, the roads had something on their minds. It would be the scariest disaster on the Ice Road Trucker show. But a kind maneuver saved the situation in a split second. While Lisa tried to drive past the Adigan Pass in Season 3 of the Ice Road Trucker show, she faced 2 trucks that almost ruined her life. At this point, She didn't have many options but had to think fast. Otherwise, she would have had herself to blame in a split second. Circumvented by those thoughts, she pulled into a narrow space, giving her truck the sole burden of maneuvering its way close to the edge of the icy road. The hearts of viewers sank with the thought that their most beloved star would end the season and the show unprepared. However, she proved again that her driving skill wasn't just a vocal assertion she made to prove a point, but because she was destined to drive all her life. Lisa always knows how to come out stronger from any struggle, and she did just that when she faced the near-death experience. In an interview with one of the famous TV hosts, Lisa explained how she managed to do some of the things she does, including that near-death experience. Lisa Kelly's story is nothing short of extraordinary, a true testament to courage, grit, and quiet defiance in the face of fear. Her words reveal a woman who didn't just sign up for an adventure. She signed up for growth. Dropped into unfamiliar lands like India, Bolivia, and Peru, Lisa met cultural shock and the raw challenge of navigating some of the world's most dangerous roads. And yet, she embraced it all, not with ego, but with awe and curiosity. She didn't chase fame. She chased the thrill of proving to herself that she could do what most wouldn't dare. Beyond